Hey everybody, my name is Maticus Valentine Cole and welcome back to my channel, and it is again Monday Q&A. Yeah, this is the show when I answer questions where I let my followers on Instagram or on other social media or just in my normal life kind of pick my brain and wonder about what's he thinking. Okay, and topics are broad. And in return, I give these people who ask me a question, I give them a shout out here on my YouTube channel and also on my Instagram page. So if you'd like to see your name in lights, submit a question in the comments below at the conclusion of the video. And if I select your question, then of course, you'll get some personal attention from me. Okay. All right. So let's get right on to it. I had two people submit me questions, people that I have heard from before, and you know what? That's all good. I love hearing from everybody. Some people love it. Just ask me just a ton of questions, and my goodness, what questions? Today is no different. Well, today, the questions are coming from two of my Instagram followers. One, the lovely Erica at Phoenix Poetry 28, and also from the lovely Stephanie Dolan at Stephanie_Dolan, also on Instagram. And thank you so much for your participation, and I hope my answers are as worthy as the questions given. Okay? Alrighty, now first is the... Seems like Matt did not come to class prepared. Aw, it happens. Okay, let's see. Okay, first question comes from the lovely Erica. She asks, what is one of your favorite songs and why? That's a pretty tall order. I mean, over the course of my long life, I've had an occasion to absolutely love and adore a large variety of music. I'm not so much into country. Doesn't mean I'm a hater. I'm not a huge fan of a nice jaunty polka. Doesn't mean I'm a hater. But most of the genres that I do enjoy are things like classic rock, metal, hip hop, alternative, R&B, and a sprinkle of this and that here and there. It's pretty varied. But if I'm going to be honest, one of my absolute favorite songs is a song called "Dust in the Wind" by Kansas. It was a really great sing-along song in the 80s. And I know a lot of you weren't even born in the 80s, but I was born in the 70s. So 80s music, that's my jam. And it was a great song. It always made me happy and calm. Sometimes, in the first time I heard it, it did. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And of course, whenever I'm writing, I always like to write songs that, put me in a specific mood. And that is a fantastic song to listen to whenever I'm in the mood for writing something romantic or remorseful or just straight up sappy. I do have a sappy side. I love my sappy side. I bet you like my sappy side. Okay, but yeah, definitely check it out. The song is called "Dust in the Wind" by Kansas. Fantastic, spectacular song. See, thought I'd forget, but I said the word. Okay, good question. Okay, Stephanie of Stephanie Dolan asks, what is your favorite thing to do right after sex? Um, Okay. Well, a lot of people would answer that question with a good snuggle, and I have been known to snuggle after a steamy romantic rendezvous. Other people might say just fall asleep. And if you did your job right, it's an understandable reaction. Some people would say smoke a cigarette, depending on how often you want to have sex without the use of an inhaler. Okay. Um, but if I'm going to be entirely honest, the thing I like to do after sex is have more sex. I mean, the first round of sex is always the preliminary, the warm up, you know? Especially if you've been through a long dry spell. You once, no, twice. Yeah, 3 times if you're an all-star. But yeah, you get your first round done, and then you take some time. You marvel. And then rev that puppy up, go for round 2. That way I get mine and I get to do you. That's how it goes, okay? Good question, Stephanie, and okay then. Am I blushing? Nope, just decided. All right. Okay, and the very last question, also from Stephanie. She asks, do you think love can be found on social media? Yes, but the rules are different. I mean, love can only work if you accept certain addendums. I mean, if you see a person you're interested in, let's say, okay, I'll just be straight up. You're having a 2-dimensional relationship at first when you're on social media, whether it's Twitter or Instagram or anywhere else, okay? And most of the time, the only thing you really know about that person is the virtue of the stuff that they actually post or download, right? Now, on my Instagram, it's poetry, a little bit of comedy, you know, not so much commentary. That's what I do here. But when, how do I put this? If you and the other person want to be exclusive, let's say that you guys have just started, you know, direct messaging each other and started connecting, maybe even exchanged phone numbers and started talking and stuff like that. You've got to stay open, because you cannot treat this the way you would treat a relationship like if you met in person in the actual real world, okay? On social media, most of the people that you're going to meet, they're not showing the totality of who they really are. So it does take time. Like, for example, I mean, you do have to give latitude, but the first thing you should really decide is make sure who you are really dealing with. That's important. I mean, not everybody is as old as they say, or as young as they say, or as wise as they say, or as smart as they say, and most importantly, as honest as they say. It's just the reality of it, man. You ever wonder why so many people talk so much shit on social media? You know why? Because they're in safety. They're in the safety of this little box, and they believe they're indestructible. Nothing is ever going to happen to them. Nothing could ever possibly go wrong. And so they develop testicular fortitude and to say whatever they want, damn the consequences. Because in reality, most of the time, there are no consequences. Okay? By that same token, the people who are just insanely romantic may not be as romantic in their actual flesh and blood life. They may not be as smart in their actual flesh and blood life. They may not be as genuine in their flesh and blood life. And look, in my time on social media, I've had opportunities to get involved with a few different women, and I have a very strong affection for most of them. But I'll tell you this, the one problem that a lot of them have had with me is the way that I relate to my other followers, the way I relate to my other subscribers. If you go to my Instagram page, you'll notice that I actually respond to comments, unless you're haters, then I block your ass as soon as I freaking get the comment. Simple as that. But if I'm doing a romantic piece, or a sexy piece, or a piece of erotica, or something like that, and someone goes, Matt, that is so hot, oh my gosh, I'll respond back and say, thank you, honey, thank you, baby doll, thank you, sweetie, glad I made you sizzle, things like that, you know. And even though I'm sincere in expressing my gratitude, because I'm a poet and I express my gratitude in a particular way, people who I am interested in on a personal and romantic level misinterpret that as flirting, or as me being a player or just playing the field. And it couldn't be further from the truth. Atticus Valentine Cole, the poet, Atticus Valentine Cole, the wordsmith, the writer, the smartass, whoever I happen to be, oftentimes whenever I'm on social media, it is for entertainment. I'm looking to entertain folks, make people think, make people try to evoke an emotion. That's what a poet does. They try to use their work to evoke an emotion. And oftentimes when I succeed in doing that, that's when you'll see a lot of comments of, oh, good job, this, that, and the other, like this. And I always say thank you, because manners matter. There's nothing worse than giving your admiration to a person or a piece and have them just respond back with nothing, or bink, just like the comment, or things like that, because it makes them think that they don't matter. And they do. I only have 1,500 some odd followers on Instagram. And the people who take the time to read my work, to go out of their way and say to me, Matt, we appreciate you, we appreciate what you've done, that is worth gold to me. And I love that. So of course, I'm going to respond back, and not in a bland way, not in a general way. If you've touched my heart, I'm going to tell you you've touched my heart, but I'm not going to be lascivious about it. I'll simply tell you that, well, thank you, honey doll. Thank you, my sweetie pie. Thank you, my love. And I mean it every single solitary time. But that's my banter. That's my shtick. It does not mean that I'm willing to put a ring on your finger, or walk you down the aisle, or go knock into boots. It just means that I'm thanking you in my own way. And it's that simple. And I'll even go further. When people take the time to read my work and like my work, I go to my feed on Instagram and I'll check out the videos of the people who follow me here on YouTube. And if I like it, I'll hit the like button. If I'll give them a thumbs up. If I have something to say, if they say something that just provoked a conversation, I'll leave a comment. Wow, great piece. That's great work. And I always say that sincerely. If I don't say it, it doesn't mean I think your piece is bad. It just means I have nothing to say. But I gave you the like because I liked it. You know? But because of that, a lot of people, the women that I've been involved with, can't wrap their head around the concept that I can speak to women in the way that I do and not at the same time be loyal to them. And it's extremely frustrating. And it's made finding romance or a personal relationship on Instagram extremely difficult for me. Okay, I actually look more for romance in my actual real life, just so that there's no interpretation of pretense. You know what I mean? Um, but if this is something that you want to try and something that you want to do, the rules need to be discussed. I mean, the communication is such an important, it's such an important component in any kind of relationship. And you need to have the rules discussed between you two. If someone is doing something that you really don't like, tell them, you know, and then discuss it. But you have to be open-minded, because whenever I'm doing poetry, or if I'm doing this or anything like that, the point of it is to connect with people, to entertain, but also, again, connect with people. And if I'm connecting with people, I am the way that I am. I'm loyal as I could possibly be. I'm loyal, I'm friendly, and I'm honest. And nothing kills a relationship faster than people who question my integrity. That's the absolute truth. People who just cannot believe, cannot fathom that I can be as flirty or as whatever with, 50 different women who like my poetry and still have exclusive romantic feelings for only you. That is... It shows a lack of trust. It shows a lack of faith. It also shows that the love is not really there. It can't be. There is no such thing as conditional love if you have conditions. And I can sure you can tell that I'm very animated about this, because it happens all the freaking time. And I don't know how to be any other way other than who I am. I am me. I am Atticus. Blah! It is I, and it's me, nothing more, nothing less. And especially since in a relationship, you have to be who you are. How can you say that the things that attracted you or attracted me to you now are unattractive because other people find me attractive for the same reason? Come on now, Jesus. Okay, but look, it's important to not fly off the handle until you do discuss it. I mean, especially if you start seeing attitudes or patterns where things get suspicious, don't just keep it to yourself. Tell them and let them have a chance to explain themselves. And if you don't gel with their explanation, well, maybe that person's not right for you. It's just that simple. But if you're open and willing to have faith in it, it should be fine, but also be careful. Social media is two-dimensional, and in many ways, what you know about someone is exactly the same. Okay? Simply put, can love be found on social media? Yeah, it can. But it requires much more faith and much more trust than it does than romance and love in the real world. And that's just because you don't have access to each other. I can't hold you, give you a hug at the end of the day. I can't give you a kiss at the end of in the morning. I can't go out and have breakfast with you. I can't have dinner with you. I'm here and you're out in England or New York or California or Canada or Mexico or Cuba, Havana, or wherever else my followers who have found an interest in me, Jamaica, wherever you guys happen to be. I love you, but you're not near me, so there's nothing I can do. Okay? My God, tough question, Stephanie. Toughness. My goodness. Okay, I can go on and on about this, guys, but I think that's where we're gonna stop for today. But listen, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, man. Give me a liker on that sucker. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And of course, if I've given an opinion, or if there's something else you'd like to ask, or if you just want to say, hey guys, check out this lunatic that I just saw ranting for about an hour on his freaking channel, share. Alrighty, guys. All right, well, I'm out of here. But listen, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to tune in on Wednesday. I'm going to be going back to Kenyo Live for another show. Hopefully, I'll perform this time. And as always, keep the shadows at your feet and forever out of your heart. I love you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Laters.